This is Kelly in Kelly's magical world with Kelly's magical realm. I am in my own little world today. I had a very, very vivid dream of a past life that I had in the Victorian era. The first thing that happened in the dream, I had a small daughter that ran into a restaurant, and it happened to be the restaurant of a man I stopped talking to. We were both very surprised to see each other. My daughter ran off into a crowd. It was a party that he was throwing. I remember his smile when he looked at me. This dream went further into our lives. I had 2 more children, a boy and a girl, but he took the boy and girl from me and he moved. And I remember noticing beautiful Victorian woodwork throughout the dream, on stairs, desks everywhere. It was amazing. And it was the Victorian era, and it was as if I was watching everything, because I don't know what I look like or much about who I was in that life. I do remember a woman showing me around an apothecary with beautiful white china and a white teapot, and she put different herbs in it, and she taught me how to do it. And I do know that the man that I had 3 kids with was a successful business owner. It appeared he had a restaurant. He had a large staff, like a wait staff that worked for him. And I remember them standing in this perfectly aligned row. He threw lavish parties, and he would invite me, and I would go there and see the kids. I remember seeing his face, looking for me at the parties to see if I was there. It sort of reminded me of The Great Gatsby, where Gatsby would throw lavish parties in hopes that Daisy would be there. I remember him talking to his friends fondly of me. It was bizarre that he would not come out and tell me how he felt, or he wouldn't say much, but he would tell others or try to make me jealous. I just remember in the dream, his eyes were always on me, but he had a hard time communicating with me. He would have others do it. It felt as if each time he approached me, something would happen, or he had to work. A couple women tried to interfere. One came up to me, and she had a real dark aura around him, and she seemed like she was a liar, and she was trying to make me jealous and to try to hurt me. And I just remember her talking about him and saying how she was with him, but something seemed off about her. And anyways, I remember dinner parties that he would host as well. His workers would ask for my opinion or for me to help. I remember feeling very concerned for the kids. The kids would communicate with me a lot. He didn't spend any time with them. I remember our son wanting to see me in my house and our daughter. So I brought them back to my place, and I remember this young boy trying to be so strong, but he finally told me he didn't like what his dad was feeding him. He said it was small little meat sandwiches, and he said his father was never there with him, that he was off with different women. The children missed me and asked me if I would stay in New York now that I had moved back there. Then the boy broke down crying. He fell to his knees and he kept saying, "Promise you will never leave me." He was hysterical and he kept repeating it, and he was crying. I said, "I will stay with you here until I figure out a way to take you with me." And that was all I remember, but the thing is I knew the person in the dream. I recognized his soul. I recognized another one of the kids I recognized as well, but I recognized him. He's in this lifetime too. I had met him, and I'm a little tongue-tied now because it was weird because I ran into him today. I had the dream last night and ran into him today. He looked different in the dream, but I recognized his soul, if that even makes sense. It was very, very odd to have that dream and then run into him today. But that's all. I just want to tell you about my dream because it was so vivid. And it just happened to be a full moon last night. Last night was July 3rd. We had a full moon in Capricorn. So there's that. And I just wanted to tell you about my dream and see if anyone else has been having dreams of their past lives and what they were like. And happy 4th of July, everyone.